Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be explaining the tools in using to design in Figma here. So first I will be explaining this red space that you are seeing here, or this space. It's called artboard or design canvas, and you can change the color if you don't like. You can change it here. You can see where my mouse cursor is at the right hand side here by selecting and choose any color of your choice. You can see the first tool that I will be explaining here. I'll be explaining main menu. You can see where my mouse cursor is. By clicking on this drop down here, by left clicking, you can see different features here, and this main menu here is where you can access a wide range of features and tools to create and edit your designs. So as we start designing, we know how these features are being used. So the next features I'll be talking about, the next tools I'll be talking about is shape tools. You see, this shape tool is one of the essential tools for designing user interface, logos, and even icon. It is used to create basic shapes. You see, once I click on this drop down as well, you see different shapes that are available. You can see rectangle, line there, arrow, ellipse, polygon, star. Here, this is where you can import your image, and by bringing out this rectangle, by right clicking, left clicking, you can see the mouse cursor, it has changed. Then you left click and drag to any shape or to any size of your choice. You can see. Then you release the mouse to create. You can increase the size as well if you want. You can see as you want it, and you can even come to the right hand side here, the panel here. You can see where my mouse cursor is. This is the width and this is the height. So to get another shape, come back to this shape tool, left click on the drop down, click on line, you can see, left click and drag. See, the same thing applicable to other tools there. For arrow, left click and drag. Then you still do for another, that's for ellipse. Then you left click and drag. You can see. For another shape, that's for polygon, that's triangle. You can see. Take it to any size of your choice. So as it is, you can change their color as well if you want by clicking on them and coming down here to the right hand side here. This is where the panel is. You can select, but maybe when we get to color I will explain that one better. The next tool I will be explaining now is this move tools. You can see the drop down here. By clicking on the drop down tool, you see you have two options there. We have move and we have scale. This move tool, it allows you to select an object and move it to a new position on the canvas. You see here in Figma, the move tool can be accessed by pressing V. That's the shortcut for the move tool. Instead of coming down to the toolbar here, you can just press V key on your keyboard. Then it will automatically change to move tool. And by selecting the move from the toolbar, like I said, and once it has been selected, then you simply click. Let's say for instance now I click on the move tool, I've clicked on the object I want to move, then you left click and drag. You take it to the position you want it to be. You can move it around anywhere you want to put it. The same thing applicable to a circle, any shape or anything you want to move. That's where you can. So the next one I'll be talking about is the second option here. That's from our move tool. That's for scale. You see, this scale tool, it allows you to resize an object proportionally or non-proportionally. You see here in Figma, the scale tool can be accessed by pressing K on your keyboard. Like I said, for the move tool, that you can press V. That's for shortcut instead of coming down to the toolbar here. The same thing applicable to scale. you can press K just to move to scale 2. By selecting the scale now, you can see that's just for us to resize. You can see that the icon here, it's changed compared to when it's moved to. You can see now move to scale now. Let's say we want to resize this, you can just move. You can see that's just different. Let's say for instance we are in move tool and we want to resize. You can see the difference now. You see, it's like it's deforming the shape that we are trying to move. But another thing that you can use, instead of coming to scale here, while you are still in move tool and you want to resize and you don't want to press K or move to scale 2, you can just hold down your shift, then you left click and drag. You can see it's just as if it's in scale 2. You can see it will move and it will resize it without deforming your shape you are trying to resize. The next tool I'll be talking about now is our frame tool here. You can see it's called region 2. By clicking on the drop down, this is where we can see our frame, section and slice. But this frame tool is used to group elements together into a container or a frame. It is used for organizing design elements and can be used to create reusable design components. You see, to create frame, is that we click on it like this, and the shortcuts for this frame is by clicking F. That's F key on your keyboard. And let's say we want to create frame now. By selecting this frame, you can see that something happened automatically at the right hand side here. There is options for frame. That's if you want to select for, maybe you want to design for mobile or websites. We have different sizes of frame for mobile. You can see phone. These are the different phone sizes that we have here. We have iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Pro, different sizes you can select. For tablet too, we have different sizes too. For desktop, that's we want to design for your websites. We have MacBook here, MacBook Pro and other stuff. You can see presentation. We have different sizes for frame. And let's say for instance we select any phone frame here. You can see the frame. This is for iPhone 14. And you start designing and you can resize the shape from here too. That's the width and the height. So that's for our frame. The next tool I'll be talking about is our drawing tool, which is here. You can see the drawing tool. It has drop down as well. Anywhere or any tool that you are seeing this drop down, it means it's not only one option that is there. We have like 2-3 options there. So by clicking the drop down in drawing tools, you can see pen and we can see pencil. You see, this drawing tool is a powerful and flexible tool in Figma that can help you create a wide range of vector shapes and lines for use in your designs. You see, with a bit of practice, you can use the drawing tool to create complex graphics that look professional and polished. So to click on pen now, and another shortcut we can use is by clicking P key on our keyboard. You can see, let me start by clicking on this pen. You can see it's just as if I'm dropping a point, and the difference is that as I'm clicking it, it's as if I'm dropping points. You see, you can see this is our, let's say this is our polygon. Just click on done here. This is our shape. Let me now check the other options there. That's for our pencil. You can see, you can just left click and move around and draw anything you want to draw, or any shape you want to draw out. So that's for the drawing tool. But another shape I'll be talking about now is text tool. You can see where my mouse cursor is. So this text tool is a powerful and flexible tool in Figma that can help you add text to your designs quickly and easily, while also giving you a wide range of options for customizing an appearance of your text. And to add your text in your design, you can select text as I'm doing right now. You can see, and the shortcut, the other way you can make your text without coming to text bar here is by pressing T key on your keyboard. You see, immediately I click on text here, you can see that the mouse cursor has changed. Anywhere you want to add your text, you just left click, then you type anything you want to text. It's showing this way because the text is in white color, so I can easily come down here and change the color, let's say to red, and you can increase the size so you can see clearly. You can see that's just or let me share my tutorial. Can you see? That's your text. You can increase the size and change the font. This way you can change the fonts of your choice. Select any font. That's if you want it to bold or semi-bold. That's the weight, text weight. You can select it here as well. So this is for your text. So the next tool I'll be going to now is hand tool. You can see where my mouse cursor is. You can see clearly the hand tool in Figma. And this hand tool, it allows you to navigate around your design canvas by clicking and dragging the view like this. You can see that immediately I click on the hand tool, you see the mouse cursor, you see it's changed to hand icon. So by left click and drag around, you can see it's moved the whole of your canvas. You can move it around just to see the other design that are beside or that are around. So it is used to move the canvas around to view different areas of your design that are not currently visible. And to activate this hand tool is either you come to your toolbar here and select, or you press down your space bar on your keyboard. Once it's activated, the cursor will change to hand icon as it's shown here, and you can click and drag to move around. You see, this hand tool is useful for working on a large design where you need to zoom in to work on small details or zoom out to see the entire design. So instead of constantly zooming in and out, you can simply activate the hand tool just to move around. As you can see, you can easily do such and move around. See? And another thing I want us to know is that you can see that this design as it is, that it's possible for you to zoom in and zoom out. And to zoom in or zoom out, just hold down your control and you press minus on your key. That's to zoom in. You can see. To zoom out, you press down the control and you click on plus on your keyboard. You can see. That's to zoom in and zoom out on your design. So the next tool I'll be talking about now is this comment tool. You can see the icon here. This comment tool is a powerful collaboration feature in Figma that can keep, or let me say that can help you work more effectively with your team members and get feedback on your designs. Especially maybe you are working as a team on this Figma, because it's possible for you to work with someone else. That's if you have a project and you are not doing it alone, you can create a team on Figma. So it's easy for you to get feedback on your design, and by using the comment tool you can keep your design project organized and ensure that everyone is the same and in the same page. You can see immediately, and the shortcut for it too, that's if you don't want to come to toolbar, is by pressing C on your keyboard. You can see add comment section. You can see I'm moving it around. You can see the comment icon here. That's from my mouse cursor, and once you want to type, you just click, that's left click, and you start typing anything you want to type. You can see, you can say maybe hi, see, then you sent already. So that's for the tool here. The next tool I'll be talking about, which will be coming up in our next video, are the components. I'll be talking about components, the plugins, mask, and other things you need to know in Figma Then I'll be talking about the panels that are here. I will be explaining them in details.